I know many people will like to say, be careful, your children are watching. Be careful, your children are watching. I know they would like to say that. But studies have shown it is not what you are doing around your children, but what you do to your children. Do you understand me? I don't think you get it. It is not what you do around your children that builds your children, that they pick bad habit from or good habit, or will make them better person. What will make them a better person is what you do to them. Yes. When a child see that mom and dad have love among them, it doesn't really mean anything to that child unless the child experiences that love. It could turn out to be, oh, mommy and daddy just only care about themselves. You can love yourself and not transfer the love to the child. Yeah, many parents do that. It does damage the child. What you're doing to that child is transferring something else to that child. And that's what they're going to grow up knowing that they never experienced the love. They only were seeing and know that both of you really were close and you love each other. So what will make that child develop that attitude or behavior is when you transfer some of those love towards them. You show them the love. They experience it personally. That's when they kind of like, yes, I felt it and I know what it looks like. So study also shows because you're a smoker or you smoke around your children, don't mean your children gonna smoke. Yes. Because you're a drinker or you're drunker, you drink around your children, don't mean your children's gonna grow up drinking. Nah. Okay, study have shown again, it is not what you do around your children, it is what you do to them. That's why you see parents that abuse their children go ahead and then their life become messed up, or they become an abuser themselves, or some of them just find the courage, self-discipline, and self-awareness to say, this happened to me, I am not passing this on. Do you understand what I mean? So when you're raising your children, always remember, it is not what you do around them. That doesn't mean you should just be like, oh, I don't care, it's not what you do. No, I'm trying to say, if you want to build an attitude, a behavior, character, personality of your children, or you want them to build some type of personality, it is not what you do around them. Oh, they saw me doing it. No, it is what they experience. That's what builds them. That's why you see some parents that really have love for their children. They go on holiday. The kids are going to remember for life. They go to restaurants every Friday. They're going to remember for the rest of their life. They're never going to forget. You know, these things is something they're going to, it's like an habit. They get used to it. Do you understand? So it's not, oh, you do this around the children, what you do. So now, what you need to do is to understand it's not what you are doing around them. It's what you do to them. Studies show that. It's not a made-up thing. Do you get it? Or because you say some certain things around your children. Some of you don't prick and toto educate your children. And then you see them grow up and be very promiscuous. They're curious over things. Some things that you don't even understand, that you yourself, you don't do. Is because they're curious. They were never told. They were never shown need to. You never communicate with them. So when they go outside, it strikes their curiosity and they want to know that race. That's why you see when you drink or smoke, it doesn't mean your children going to drink and smoke. They already used to you drinking and smoking. They saw it around the house. It doesn't really, strike their curiosity. They're not interested. They want something new. That's why you have conversation, communication with your children and say some crazy things. And they'll be like, Mom, stop saying that. I am just telling you for you to know it's a good information for you. Start it early. Okay? At least from 10 years old, start communicating, some sort of communication with your children. Many of us, like myself and other friends that I know that are African and they're from Nigeria, their parents never talk to them. Your mom passed away and then you start hearing some information. You're like, really? My mom did that? wow, that was amazing. We didn't know because they never discuss it. She was using it to hype your dad, or your dad was using it to hype your mom. And we never know these things. And it makes us sometimes, I think, look down on our parents and not actually know who they are. But when they communicate with us and let us know every step was going on in their life, not every details, but some of it that can help the children as well, as if they did, I think some of us will see our parents differently. I think so. We'd see our parents differently, and we see things differently and see life differently. But we were never told. Sometimes they all pass away, and then your grandparents and aunties and uncles start telling you these things about your own parents. And you're like, really? Why didn't them tell us? You see, so start sharing some, things with your children and just let them know. Sometimes they hear it, they know it's going on. They don't really understand it because it's not their business. You never told them. But when you communicate with them, now they experience it. They know, mom came to me and said this. It was really emotional. Daddy told me this, and we did this together, and we did this, and we went here. What they experience, it's absolutely amazing. I'm not talking about, abuse or all of this in children experiencing. Yeah, that is experience. It does affect them when somebody is going through pain and their loved ones, their siblings, their mom or their dad is going through all this series of, terrible things. That is personally affecting them because, they're family member. So love is different. When you're experiencing love with another person, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm loved. You don't feel it. But if it's some type of like jealousy or some type of way, I didn't. But for you to make them feel that, they need to experience it. Do you understand? Share it with them. I hope you get it.